Everyone expects if anyone of us gets an offer from LCS, no one's gonna have hard feelings. We're gonna be actually happy for the guy or guys that can go to the LCS.
Hey everyone, this is Darius from the Shotcaller. I'm sitting here with Kikis after a phenomenal 2-0 win against Gamers Origin. How good does it feel to play in the final of the European Masters?
It feels really good, and it feels even better that no one really expected us to win. Maybe except the Polish fans, and even then, not every one of them. Everyone had us as underdogs. Even Gamers Origin, I think they just expected to stomp us pretty hard, and I don't think they knew what to do if they didn't have the early game lead.
Yeah, that's true, and maybe leaving open the Asia was a big problem for them as well.
Yeah, I think they just really underestimated us, and first picking Graves was really like, okay, yeah, you're gonna lose the draft on that one.
And it's a bit surprising as well, given that, okay, we have the Spanish scene that is just really like full of money, basically. You have the French scene that is also really popular and has a lot of resources as well. And then you have the Polish scene kind of doing its own thing, but now they are in the European Masters and you're something. So that must feel extra special to go from that underdog position.
Yeah, I think people will respect more the Polish scene, though actually it's not that hard for us to like, we are winning everything. I mean, before I joined, Illuminar was winning everything, and now that I joined, it's, I guess, maybe even a bit easier to win, you know. But yeah, I think people will, especially our team, respect a lot more.
That's good to hear. Now, you got to play in LCS for a couple of years, actually.
Yeah.
You got to play on Mysterious Monkeys, was the latest stun. You got to play on G2, on Fnatic, some of the really big teams. People kind of expected you almost to go back to LCS. Are there any plans of that era to go back and be in the LCS again?
I had some offers for the Spring Split, but it was just messy situation that I was waiting for one offer, and then other offers were out of the question when I told them to wait such a long time. And I guess if you really look at it, my career has been on a downswing since 1 year, actually, I guess, or maybe even 1.5. But as you can see, I'm definitely trying my hardest to get back to the LCS and on top, and yeah, it's actually pretty fun to play in the jungle again, and we'll see if I will continue with that.
Right, that role swap, I mean, you did originally play jungle on Unicorns, was it? And then you swapped to top, and then you're now back to jungle. Why did you make the swap?
I'm actually, since the start of my career, I'm bouncing from top to jungle, because I started playing Season 1. Season 1 I was off-role player. I was in a Polish team playing every role. We were like 6-man roster, maybe even first 6-man roster in the whole like league scene. Then Season 2, 3, and half of the 4th one I was top, and then I switched to jungle for the remaining on the 4th, and then 5th I was jungle, and 6th I went top lane again. And now I'm jungle again, so I don't know. I guess these roles just stick with me, and I cannot really decide.
I mean, it's good to have multiple options, of course, when you're talking to teams as well.
Yeah, actually, I talked with a good friend of mine, and he was like, dude, if you can play both at top level, I think that's a really good asset to have.
Yeah.
And, well, I at least hope other people will look at it the same way, instead of being like, oh, he's playing two things, so he's not best at one, you know?
Right, that makes sense to an extent, of course, but if you are able to master both, that can, of course, be super helpful to help, you know, in case you are playing top lane, you can help out your jungler and certain things. That said, though, there are some really massive jungle changes coming up with 8.10, the 8.10 patch. For example, Rift Scuttler, there will only be one Rift Scuttler and it will be random at which where it will be, and it will give like massive amounts of experience, so it will be really important objective. Have you read any of the updates so far, or have you been focusing on the tournament?
No, I've been focusing on the tournament since it's 8.6, and overall I've never really been up to reading about changes, because even if it's on a PBA or whatever, the patch notes before they're official, there are still changes, and League, like, there's patches every like 2, 3, 4 weeks, so it's kind of like, yeah, if it's there, then I'm gonna think about it and think how it affects everyone.
Are you excited for the European franchise system called, partnership system? Do you hope to get back into the league then?
It's kind of hard topic to discuss about, especially that I don't really know too much about it. like the system and what are the benefits and etc. But I think long term, it's probably gonna be good. I think the people at Riot, they have been like European Riot, they have been criticized for their decision making since like some years, and everyone keeps saying that we are behind America, and I think that's actually true in terms of infrastructure and the money that, well, salaries and stuff and the sponsors. So I think this is just a step into the direction of trying to lessen the gap between the both regions, continents, and yeah, I hope it's gonna turn out good, and it obviously brings some stable teams or like organizations with stable income, because like the slot's gonna cost a lot of money, so it's not like anyone can really get in and just buy it.
That's true for sure. Now, Illuminar are playing, of course, in the Polish league. Could you also see yourself just continuing to play with them and continuing to qualify for European Masters and try to win it all and stuff? Or, like, what's your personal take on your personal situation, on your personal future?
Everyone's main goal is, of course, to get into the LCS. This is like a secondary thing. But for example, I had offers from Spain, Brazil, even Taiwan actually, and some other regions, like lesser regions. But if I'm not gonna be in the LCS, I think I feel comfortable staying in Poland more than going to different regions, because I'm already known player. It's not like I need exposure from playing in Spain, for example. I can just keep up my mechanics and points in solo queue and just win whatever there's left in Poland and build my Polish fan base. But yeah. Everyone expects if anyone of us gets an offer from LCS, no one's gonna have hard feelings. We're gonna be actually happy for the guy or guys that can go to the LCS, and yeah, that's it.
Fair enough. Would you be open, in theory, to a substitute position as well, or is that not something that will be on your table?
I mean, I guess with my history, people can think, oh, nah, this guy is like really stubborn and he's not gonna have substitute, but in the scenario that I had at G2, it was kind of different, because it was kind of thrown off to me. Back then I felt it like no trust and disrespect kind of way, because I got told that it's not gonna happen like 99%, and then it happens, and then the team is like, yeah, we don't really believe in you being up to par with Korean top laners, and that's why we want to bring someone new. And I look at it at the way that, okay, he comes in, I'm gonna teach him everything, and then he's gonna steal my job, basically. So I was like, I'm not really up for that. I would have made different decision right now if I would be similar spot. But now, if it's like upfront that I'm gonna be a sub, I don't really mind. Okay. Like, I trust myself, and I know I'm a hard-working guy that's gonna like make his best. I learn a lot from mistakes. Like I barely. Well, it's kind of different, but yeah, I don't make many mistakes twice when it comes to life and I guess slowly league. So yeah, I would be open for that too.
In theory, you get to play against Expect tomorrow. Would that be a very special matchup for you personally?
No, I'm sure everyone thinks that I have unhurt feelings towards Expect, but I love Dehan. Like even in the gaming house. There was no tension between me and him, and I knew that it's not really up to him. Like he flew from Korea to Europe. Of course, he took the offer when best team asked him to come, you know. And he's actually like really like him. He's always fun to be around and just like joke around and stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty sure not for me, but for the fans, for like Reddit or whatever, everyone's gonna be like, oh, Kikis expects, who's better top laner of G2 even though I'm jungle. But yeah.
Yeah, it would have been really fun if you still would have played top lane. That would have been perfect for sure, but that's how it is. I've noticed ever since I saw you at Monkeys, I think these tattoos are new. What do they mean?
Well, I could bullshit you and say this has like a deeper meaning, because I just wanted that tattoo, and I just went for what I like visually.
Yeah, aesthetic.
I was actually like googling what's the character traits of the animals I have, but since childhood, I guess I was really into like I was climbing trees and whatever, and I just really like I grew up in summer at in the village that has like 1K people, maybe less. So like the country life is kind of known to me. And yeah, I just really like how they look. I just went to the guy, showed him pictures of the like wildlife, and I'm like, yeah, I want this, and he's like, yeah, okay, sure, where? And I'm like, here, and yeah.
I mean, that's sometimes how it is, you know, sometimes tattoos don't have a meaning, they just look good.
Yeah.
That's what they're here for as well.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm planning to finish up the sleeve for sure. I'm not doing it yet because I need inspiration and idea, and I'm probably like gonna do other arm, maybe like neck, whatever, and I mean, I have a lot of plans, you know.
Okay.
I'm not sure when I'm gonna stop, but it's not something I do to be like, oh, this guy has tattoos, you know. He's a pretty badass guy. But I do it because I don't know. It just looks cool. I like it. Like I just like the visual stuff.
And of course, being a pro player, you already made a decent chunk of money, so you don't have to worry about like getting a job where you get denied about tattoos. So that's helpful.
Yeah. Well, I also managed to buy an apartment already, so I think I'm pretty well off in life, and I'm really fortunate to be in the position I am and play league for money and be a professional. So yeah, I'm just grateful I'm in this spot, and I always say it's luck, and all my friends and people say, yeah, you had some luck, but you work hard for it. In the moment, it was important and needed, and yeah, that's actually true. I work hard for it, even though I still think it was kind of lucky.
But now you've bounced back with the Illuminar, very much a fantastic achievement. Is there anything you would like to say to the Polish fans out there? You can say it in Polish if you want.
Co wam mogę powiedzieć? Szczególnie do ludzi, którzy byli na scenie. Jesteście po prostu zajebiści i kocham was. Nigdy wcześniej nie miałem takiego wsparcia, gdzie cały czas krzyczyliście Illuminar i do boju, tam, nie wiem, Kikis musisz i tym podobne rzeczy. I oczywiście do wszystkich fanów, którzy oglądali, do moich przyjaciół, do rodziny, bo od razu po grze dostałem z 15 wiadomości, wszyscy mi gratulowali. To jest bardzo wspaniałe, że mam takie osoby, mam takie wsparcie i jest po prostu łatwiej utrzymać, robić dalej to, co robię i nie wiem, nie się z tym stresować.
Okay, well, this was Kikis from Illuminar and Darius from the Shotcaller. Best of luck tomorrow, and yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Yeah. Hey everyone, this is Darius from the Shotcaller, and I hope you just enjoyed that video. This is a generic end card, of course, so make sure to click here for a different interview, or here for a different interview, or about here to subscribe to the Shotcaller. We very much appreciate your support, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.